their God, their Allah, doesn't have a son. Our God, God the Father, has a son. He's called Jesus Christ. He was God incarnate, God in the flesh, and he said, I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no man comes to the Father but by me. He didn't say except for maybe Muhammad. He didn't say that. Or maybe Mr. Joseph Smith over here, the Mormon founder. Or maybe Judge Rutherford or Mr. Russell over here, the founder of Jehovah's Witnesses. But we live in a society that says, oh, you've got to be temperate. You've got to be tolerant. You can't go around and say that your way is the only way, that your religion is the only way to heaven. That's being intolerant. Well, I ain't saying that. I'm saying Jesus is the only way to heaven. Ain't got nothing to do with religion. It's Jesus. It's the person of Christ. He is the living truth. He's the truth personified. And there is no other way to God but by and through him. Amen. That's the truth of the Word of God. That truth is not going to change. Why? Because God ain't going to change. God is not, you know, we've got this concept in society. Sometimes it flows over into the church world and we have things sometimes. Sometimes we've got this thinking about God that we're, because of God's grace, well, God's going to excuse that little sin. I was kind of sweet. God will excuse that because he's a loving God. And God is a loving God. He is. But God don't make excuses for anybody. We are excuseless before the Lord. Amen. I wish I could camp out there for a while. I got to move on. So, those attributes, the omnipresence, the omniscience, the omnipotence, the immutability, all those things, they are incommunicable. They cannot be transferred to us. Those are qualities that God and God alone possesses. But there's the other category that says that's called communicable. Those are attributes of God that we can acquire, that we can attain. Why? By and through his holiness. Communicable. Let me give you an example. That's moral attributes that are revealed in God's character and actually expected to be evident in the lives of God's people. These are attributes that God expects from us. He would never tell us to do anything that's impossible for us to attain to. And so, holiness is one of those attributes. That is an attribute we can attain to. Truth, I just mentioned that. Truth is an attribute of God. Listen, God is not going to deal with you outside of truth. There's so many times people say, well, I feel like the Lord's telling me to do this, and I feel like the Lord's telling me to do that, and I feel led of the Lord to do this, and I feel led of the Lord to do that. And I'm not saying you can't be led of God. I absolutely believe that. But God will never lead you outside of his truth. He will never direct you and lead you and guide you outside the truth of his word. Why? Because his character is truth. Truth is something that God expects us to deal with, to deal in. God expects us to be honest in our business dealings. He expects us to be honest with our family, with our friends, with our people we work with. He expects total honesty out of us. He expects us to be truthful. Now listen, sometimes the truth ain't something we want to hear, but it's necessary. And again, the society we're in nowadays, especially, the truth ain't real popular. To make a statement like I said a while ago, Jesus said, I am the way, truth, and life. No man comes to follow but me. In today's society, that ain't real popular. Bernie Sanders called a guy on the carpet because of his Christian belief, according to that. He called him on the carpet and said, I don't feel like this is the guy that we need. Someone who believes that. Well, what did he believe? He just simply believed that Jesus Christ was the Son of God. And there's no other way to God but by and through Jesus Christ. And Bernie Sanders took issue with that, which I'm not going to state my opinion about Bernie.